we are. Dreamers, that is what we are. Dreamers, that is what we are. Dreamers, that is what we are.
Talk a lot, but they don't say much. Think they big, but they ain't too tough. We listen hard, don't say much. We take it in and watch the money rush. Cause they the opposite of what we are. Naysayers, they don't get too far. Have a vision and we go with hard. It's dreamers, that is what we are.
Dreamers, that is what we are. Dreamers, that is what we are.
Hello once again, everybody. Welcome to CRMOarts.com. Yes, arts and entertainment. Well, here I am once again. I am Ray, the CRMO, and this is my first show of Words of Wisdom. And I'm very happy and proud of this moment. I'm really happy to feel that I get to express how I feel. It's CRMO arts is not just basically art. I'm not trying to express just that. Okay, art is everything in this world. Art is the name of God, to my belief. That's, think about before all this building of nature and housing and all this other stuff. Look at it before. Now, I know I get in a lot of H2 channels, learning, but that's what interests me. But, as I grew up as a young child, always into the presence of my grandfather and my grandmother. Influenced from my mother and my father that, to put God in my life. But it was my grandparents that kept me in that mood. And time to time we all went through a lot of situations, but a lot of the things I have been through, very challenging, very nerve-wracking, and let me tell you something, man, it's like going through hell straight up, so I'm not trying to talk ghetto or any way sense of negativity. No, I'm a very positive man. It's just that we all go through a lot of negative stuff in our life, in our ways of how we all we don't grow in the same shoe, same spoon, same way of life. We do have differences sometimes, and we do have differences, and we have grown up different. A lot of different views, but in the wisdom world, in the nature of God, we all the same. It's just that the mystery is basically of wisdom is knowledge. Knowledge is not knowledge of everything in the world, like you got to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Albert Einstein or the top scientists of the world. You don't need to be that. What it is, knowledge is about knowing who you are. What life reflects to you. How do you see life? It's all matters to you. Decision making and everything is all what we go through in life. It's just nature. It has been like that for years. It hasn't been changed from years ago. Some points people say it was worse than others. How can we weigh it out? But I just feel like on these topics of me speaking about words of wisdom, it's just that I want to truly, honestly want to give up my insight, some knowledge about my opinions. I mean, it's just not my personal opinions, but I'm looking at opinions of all and everybody, the whole world around. It's the understanding between, somebody's other way of looking at things or somebody's other way of religion or beliefs, but it's understanding that through no matter what kind of nationality you are, we all believe in God. So, but just like other cultures, you have people speaking about, just say, different ways of wisdom. Some people might say different gods of wisdom. Other ones just knowing wisdom is just being lovable, being honest, being honorable, being truthful. And
I never believed in ghosts until I came face to face with one. You brought it up. You got it. So I set out on a quest to capture what I once saw onto video. With no big camera.
it is something on my very first Words of Wisdom video, I just now caught myself on. Yes, I am a fan of Ghost Adventures, so sorry, I'll have to let that loose anyway. Okay, I just like that stuff. Bingo. But that's my favorite show. So you know, that's just let me know what time it is. But to me, tonight, this is a special night that I get a chance to actually sit here knowing that it's not me just sitting here. It's going to be more that I wish to express myself. And I want to express it to an audience, and an audience that I believe needs to hear. Now, I could be right, I could be wrong. But whatever it is, I feel through my heart, through my spirit, my love, and my joy, as much Jesus had died for us, to keep us sacred from the destruction that could have been really put upon us, to where it ain't gonna be no man's land, period. Okay? But with his love, he basically just said, true and honestly, man do not know what he's doing. And man do not know. Well, you know, some people want to play God, other ones just, you know, skippity-doo, die, listen to all this negative stuff, and then sink it in and believe that's what life's all about or what it's supposed to be, but it's not. Life is what you make of it. Don't let nobody destroy it. I know in history we could learn America's past, of course. If you look deep enough of it, yeah, you know, people might say, you know, wave the flag big time, and other people might say, hey, you know what, America has some flaws. But you know what, as generations go by, as years go by, we can say things had changed. So, but still, some things still the same. But anyway, I don't want to bore you. But the beginning of my Words of Wisdom topic is wisdom. And basically, I'm going to be freelancing this. I'm not going to have a script wording. I have some things that maybe help you on focus on certain things that need to be talked about so I don't forget, you know. But other than that, I want you to sit back, enjoy. If this helped you, just let me know, okay? Just leave a comment, and I will give it right back to you. And I want to say thank you for coming to CRMOarts.com. And thank you for coming to my very first show, Words of Wisdom. Okay, the topic today on this one is wisdom. Check it out. Welcome everybody. Today's word today is wisdom. Wisdom to me is all what faith is about. It's what life basically is all about. Knowledge of knowing of what you need to know is a true form of wisdom. I understand knowledge is all over. By technology, by ways of media. Communications have grown big time. But communication between each other has grown away. The reason why, because now it's convenient to say we can keep in touch, no matter what, by text, email, anything was so today's way. But what we forget is about how we can communicate each other, but trust each other. Even trust became a way you can't believe no more. Reason why? There's too many people playing games. Too many people using hearts. There's too many people with to manipulate the brain for their own intellect for their own destruction and for their own way. A lot of us is suffering because of that. A lot of us who's being labeled, like me. I'm labeled as a bad guy, but I'm a man with a wonderful heart. I help you as much as you want to help me. But it doesn't have to be a trade. A lot of times I just do it out of pure will. The will that I know is the inner strength from everybody. It's that power inside you that knows how to control your insights, your focus point. But see, the problem today, we don't have that time to focus. We got too much things going because it's complicated. Now it became complicated. First, we think it's not complicated, but it is. Because what everything went up. Everything's so expensive now. But yet, I'm not saying that our president right now is not doing a wonderful job. He's doing a great job. I promote Barack Obama, our president. I always promote him. But it's not his fault. It's the systematic that you guys have to see. What's problematic is that people, I'm not saying are totally blind, but no, I'm just saying that, some people want you to show you some other side that is negative. But positive and honesty, if you doesn't look at what they're trying to give to you and look the opposite way, which is not saying it's a mystery about stuff. It's a way of saying, okay, honestly true, who really is screwing this whole thing up, which is not the president, not the vice president. It's those of the Senate, Congressional House, basically. People of the Senate, I don't think they even had a chance to even deal with a political bill yet. But I know the Congressional House caused it for a lot of us to lose our place. Now we struggling. But I'm not saying we totally bad off. There's people like me who's out of only great will or belief decided to want to do something like this. I believe sometimes that I'll be like this. I mean, I will come out like this, but I was looking more in a dream. But the dream now, it came true. But the problem of my dream is that I'm trying to get it to project to you. And this is the way how I project it. But how business is that you have to advertise. Advertising is so hard with this kind of flow because everybody's interest is on, the mainstream kind of. But you gotta understand, there's people like me out here who's not looking for mainstream, but just needed to be heard. I mean, I'm not too big time celebrity, of course, but I ain't really worried about that. I just want to spread some love, some knowledge, and some joy. First, let me just say that sorry for me that some of my pictures may be explicit, which I'm just saying I'm not that kind of I guess I'm gonna say like I want to say male chauvinist, but I'm not. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I work long hours, and this night is a wonderful night for me to even actually get this thing started. So I'm trying to get used to it. I'm trying to get to the swing of things. So just hang in there, bear with me. But this, out of pure wisdom, I'm trying to work so hard to create something like this. It's not an easy task. It never was. This task is kind of wild and weird to me because I'm spiritually like this through my mind. through my spirit, I can see myself do something like this. But to actually bring it out in the open like I am right now is a totally different level that I never even thought I could ever become this way. But even though in my mind, this is what I love to do, but in a way, saying, as soon as I get done doing something like this, I gotta go review. It'd be a whole totally different aspect of what I'm seeing myself. It's like we see each other each day in a mirror. We get ourselves together, get ourselves, get our presence together, matter of what kind of field you're in. But everybody is getting for that look back. And honestly, in the ways of God, and as I believe, it's not matter what you look. It's who you are what matters to me. How you are expresses through the flames outside your flesh, which, to me, my knowledge is like this. Flesh is just a shell. It covers our spirit, which is also expressed in the Bible, but I'm just putting it in a educational way. It's how I express myself. The way you see me here is who I am. Okay, there's not too many people like me. Not really like me. This is my first beginning chance of a studio now, but as soon as I get my original studio, the whole backdrop looks different. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, I feel like using the will and wisdom to express myself to you. But this is very hard because I don't know how many people will be interested in it. But this, to me, is the beginning of my wisdom. A wisdom say, I feel good actually letting go. Believing in God as I speak to you. Just like any preacher will stand behind his podium and preach to his people. What is real, what is true. But me, I'm doing it differently. I'm doing it here. Personally, probably in your own home, where God is present. And this, to me, is my way of getting an audience. Those who like to actually, believe in listening to me, but everything I'm talking about is a first step to something new. And the challenges in life, it's nothing new to where people like say, well, you gotta fight hard and work hard. True enough. But it matters what muscle you work with. Physically, we will be strong, but you gotta be here. Here, a lot of people lose control. You got people robbing banks. You got people raping women. You got people raping, molesting children. You got people cheating everywhere. That's one thing I can't damn stand. 3 times in a row. Oh, man. And you know what? But I have forgiveness. Even though sometimes it's hard. But on this here, I'm giving it great. Regardless of what anybody say about me or think about me, I don't care. What I'm doing is what I'm trying to express to you. It's true enough that you need to have a strong-willed mind to focus on the plan. The plan for yourself. It's you. A plan for yourself to say like this. I want to be my own president of the United States in my own White House. And I want to control my finances, my boundaries, my inner war. Win your battle. Take care of your house. Handle your rent. We could try to save everybody, but sometimes in these days, you gotta be true to yourself. Hey, if you can't, you can't. If you got 3 kids, it's great to be blessed to say, hey, I like to give you the extra $20 in my pocket. But when it takes $50 to feed your kids, you're going to think about your kids before you think about that. And I'm just keeping it real. I mean, because sometimes people just say, oh no, you know, I sacrifice. No. These ones are my kids. I mean, because these are ones who I'm responsible for them. Anytime of need. I'm not trying to say back away from them. I don't say don't help them. If you got it, you got it. If you got the extra spare, do something. But if you don't, be honest with yourself. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't help the world. I mean, we try. And we're working on it. It's just that you gotta have more people who's willing to say, there's another thought for how to handle this situation. But not trying to say in a political situation, in a naturally God situation. That's what I'm talking about. In God's way, it's knowledge. Now, I'm not saying, most people saying like, oh, you know, God's doing this, God, no. Man is doing all this madness. All what you see right here, from laws, from anything else that deal politically in this whole sector of the United States and across the world, it's all government. And government's out of control. You can see how it just domino all over the place. You know, but I'm not trying to say, watch yourself, get your guns together, let's go run to the hills. No. I'm just saying, in these time of days, you need to be a little bit more wise. And wise is that about being totally honest with yourself. Realize and say, hey, there's some investments to be made. There's some ways around, because if a job is not stabilized, it's not a great one, you know, and this is why I'm here. This is not only something I love and enjoy, but this is also my career that I chose, and I hope to, you know, express to you much my joy. But in a way, the will of man is still strong, but there's people who want to break it down. And you see it all the time on the news, you know, I mean, positive things that Barack Obama, our President Barack Obama says, and then you have the other hand, oh, he blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like, come on. He's not doing anything bad. It's a man who thinks about his kids as much as he thinks about your kids. Our kids ain't got a future. You know, not once you got madness in the White House, this ain't gonna have no future. The fact that we just need to concentrate on our babies and hoping to get them a future. We can suffer all we want. As long as then these babies can have a life. That's mainly important. Grateful to my heart. I love children. I love to see children grow, be great people. And regardless of, they don't have to be big time celebrities. They don't have to be, you know, the top dog or anything, but if that's what they choose, it's what they choose. But I'm glad that they was to reach that level. But also just goodwill. Some of these kids have it. I ain't gonna say all of them. I'm just saying some of these kids do have that nature, and it was just sometimes shocking, you know, but other ways, you know, it's amazing. But on the other hand, in the entertainment business, which I was explaining, it's very, very totally different now. Sexism is so high, you know, and I met some pretty ones out there. I admit that. You can see that on some of my art things, but don't get me wrong, okay? I don't want to try to confuse you like I'm some sixth grade nut, okay? I'm just being me. Sometimes in a mood, I might be in whatever mood, but believe me, I'm trying to put more positive, different art on this side here. But it's ways of, you know, seeing women as they see us as our partners, see them equal. How I look at it, I mean, I have met women that could build a house better than me. You know, I have met women who could do a garden or do a yard. Don't even ask man for nothing. I have met women fix cars by themselves. Come on. I don't believe in just a sex word. The sex is kind of word, you know, but that's the shame of it. I don't think of it. I don't know what other people don't think of it, but there is people who got an issue about it. And why? I don't even damn know. But they do. But Also, the other thing, in relationship-wise, I got a chart over here, but relationship-wise, I just want to say in wisdom, please, I urge everybody to take their time of finding somebody, because I know nowadays sex is like the big thing nowadays. Who gives it? Who, give it, let it loose. Sell, man, you just don't even have to beg for it no more. He can just walk and ask for it. Shoot, if you got a couple 50 shirts, you get down in the business. That's not good. That ain't good, period. Okay, where is us? Where's our honor between us? Where we stand at? We ain't got that. Now, every time we turn around, there's always somebody want to show their ass. Then there's always this sexual attraction. See, you can sexually attract somebody else. This whole thing is so fucked up. I don't understand why. Why we keep going through this shit every single year? Why, if we letting this entertainment biz or sex sales blow us away? What about the What about the truth? What about the will? What about the royalty of who we are? We came from kings, and there's queens, and we act just like fucking punks to the same damn shit. Quit acting like a little kid and show off your crime. Stand up strong. Knowledge. When you read that book, it's just simple. Simple knowledge. You don't have to be Billy badass about it. You don't have to be like that. You can be, it's great to be an honest man. A real man. Who admits his wrongs like I do. I admit mine. I admit hundreds of times. But I do really want to put the understanding what all that means. Because to me, it's highly important to get somebody to see. Focus deep on sorry there. Deep on focus on you. That's how deep I'm looking at you. So they can see you. Knowing that you not only stay who you are, you be who you are. And that's keeping it real. But see, putting that together, they just kind of put it as I was thinking of it. To be honest, you got to be honest here. Okay, first you got to create that. You got to take the negativity out of your soul. Somehow you got to take, okay, if you feeling something negative or you're something negative you're living now, write it out. Or you take a piece of paper and split that thing in half and just write it out. Put the bad, then you take what you want to make opposite, what makes it good about it. Look at the good part about it. See, put this, and think about it deep. Now, put it in your heart. Meditate it on deep. You don't want to just put something together. It's just like, because that's the opposite of that. Fuck that. Be real with it. Shit. Take your time. You understand yourself deeply. And put yourself in levels like, I say, the truest color. Okay, just one. There's only number one. Just like your top 10 list, there's only one number one color that is your favorite color. That means you will take as deep as possible to say, hey, okay, what is my favorite color? Get you something to think about. Get you something to understand you. Ask yourself questions of who you are. That's what's important. It's the simple fact of knowing who you are. That is the way. And I don't want to explain that because I don't know. I just say, as when I was speaking to some Jamaicans, they had a plate stating, know thyself. And I said, yeah, I like that. He said, you know what that means? I said, I know what that means. I know what that means. It's basically, look at me. I'm here in real. I'm right in front of my piece of technology, which is my big invitation now, but that's okay. This is my little beginning backdrop for now. Maybe it might be different down the line, but I'm here. I'm doing it. This is real. You're looking at me. You know what my website is. You see what my arm. I'm here. You checked out on location. That's me. I'm here too. So this is real. As much as I'm looking at it, and to me, I'm very proud of it because I'm breaking through the ice. I'm letting go. I'm letting all my heart, spirit out free, and I want to help those out there that is. I'm not saying you're lost. I'm just saying sometimes we need some guidance. I've been there before. I've been through negative attitudes. I've been through depression, but I have to find ways to get out of it. Knowledge is to believe in yourself. To believe in yourself is what brings you out. Because we always believe in God. But God also wants you to believe in yourself. Because the only way you get to understand God is pretty much understanding what God has for knowledge for you, but for you to believe in yourself. Because why didn't He teach you? Why He tell you this just to be telling you? No, He didn't. What is Him is you. I'm not saying that He gave you all the gifts as a Heavenly Father, but He gave you the understanding of what His mind was about and what His spirit's about, what His creative thoughts are for us. And what we did is take it and leave it. Now you got some other countries that still worship, still do the natural traditions, like, in Muslim traditions, you have them still going to mosque. They still pointing their direction to, black men. And I'm like, it's spiritually, wow, to see this kind of activity just really come out of, at this certain time, boom, bam, all they need, they form this tradition and expanded it. But see, to them it's the way of life, way it is. But to us in America, it's like it's a way of choice of what religion. And on that, it's a way of choice, which it is truly stated in the Bible. You don't want to force the word of God on people. You don't. If people don't want to listen, that's fine. But you can lead them into that direction. See, when people get into that negative field, they're going to get bored, basically, because they're going to do so much of the same old crap. They're going to lead them into old trouble, which I've been doing so many years, and then you're going to feel ashamed. All those years you have made something great of yourself, but never look at that as a negative way, because sometimes I look at life as like ways how God sets you up to mold and shape you into a certain person, into a certain character, because it's your experiences that you go through what creates this world, who you are, as I believe. I know people grow up in different neighborhoods, people grow up in projects, people grow up in, California neighborhoods like Compton and all that, New York, Florida, my home state, Wichita, Kansas. Y'all ain't heard that one, but yeah, we roll down there too. Anyway, it just said a lot of places I've been from my place. We just talking, oh man, we talking about some crazy. I'm not trying to knock off my city, but let me keep it real. I know a lot of them know what I'm talking about. So, come on. Man, a lot of crazies, man. And I had to deal with that. I was like, Jesse James in that damn place. But that's where I grew up. But just to say, it's time to make a change somewhere. So I stopped. I can't give you all my history. But let's just say that what I learned always keep on taking me down. Now I got me to understand, change from that to where it's brought me up. But even though I'm not at my top level, which I'm not asking for a top level, I just want to be happy. You know, I want to be where it's simple. I can pay my bills. I got a vehicle outside, I can afford payments on that, or I could just afford just getting more gas and insurance on it. Just a basic necessity. And, you know, you're pretty much satisfied with what you have. Which you get what you need first, not what you want. People always get that shit mixed up. You get what you need first, not what you damn want, man. Come on, keep it real. Now, my cousin used to tell me, that's how you plant your garden. You plant your needs first, then your wants. Then later on, you soon have your haves. I'm just want to express that knowledge. I don't know why I can't with that ain't like that, but sorry, baby. But I look at it this way. I look at it in the way it's the will of you to make that change, for you to say, look at yourself, for real. I mean, most people might say you might like listen to certain music, but you feel paranoid that some other people might hear it. No, please. I listen to whatever I want to listen to. If they don't got things like it, they can kiss my face. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like, but I'm being honest and real with me. You know, so that's how I kind of look at it. That's how I do look at it. I'm making reality who I am. And this is my reality. Yeah, this night I did it. Okay. Yeah, there's people outside on the patio right now. This is Friday, basically. It's Friday. I'm just saying, it's not a will of God, I don't know. But it's the opportunity that I get to have to do something like this, to actually express some videos. For you to get to understand me a lot more. But I like to leave messages. I like to let things go. And I know I must have said that probably 10, 20 times right now, I don't know. But what I'm getting at is that we need more leaders. We don't need no more followers. We got too many followers. Right? We need leaders. We need people who will to have the knowledge to have to want to make that change, to help make that change. I'm just saying, pretty much, the system is the system that's been created. Okay, but there's a new system that for the other half of the society of the United States of the world, just say there's a division between those who want to follow man's ways to those who want to follow God's ways. And that should be actually the need, or just say the right for those who do. Like, let's just say there's a land that is chosen for those, not say for the chosen few people, but just it's chosen from a set of people that who decided not to deal with United States, and not say United States, just don't get me wrong, I'm not got no problem with it. I'm American, but I'm just saying me, just, you know, let's say United States' way, you know, it's just like I was saying, sin, you know, stuff like that, compared to those who want to live in God's way. And it's not a continent, but it could be tied in the United States. You know, it could be a different name of it. It could be the same name, but it could be a different format of people who want to live in, you know, and say, create a heaven on earth, pretty much. Where, why not? You know, give us a choice to live that way. Give us a choice to be that way. But, like I say, hey, you know, but I always want to say this to great people. Wisdom is also the great feeling. Let me see. I already got all that. Well, a lot of times I say understanding. Understanding is very deep for me because understanding is like the core of knowledge as the same as focus. Because to me, understanding is a need because we can mix up words. We can mix up certain meanings. It's like American language has so many different meanings to something the same word, and that is like, to me, can be confusing to those who try to learn American language and what it means. They might say, oh, I is, it's just basically what we know. It's I is, or I am, pretty much. But to them, I am, but I am what? Here we say, I am what? You know what I'm saying? And they look at you like, they want it, they say it right. That's how crazy it is when trying to get to understanding something. So, that's the whole point. Focus. Focus on yourself. Not to be selfish, just to say, there is a direction that you like to live, love to live. There's a life that you want to explore. A lot of people doing that pretty much just say, well, those are fighting for their dream. But those who feel like their dreams can't come true, this is the kind of message for you to where I say, don't believe that. And I know you say, well, you know, it's easy to say be done, but let me tell you something, it's easy to be done as you say it. You know what I'm saying? But see, saying it is one thing, but doing it makes more reward. And see, I made that a prime example because of this. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even believe that I would actually stand here today and speak upon my inside computer pretty much, speaking about wisdom. And this is my first show. I don't really know if I'm making a cross to you about what I'm saying because I'm going by spiritualness. I'm not standing here with a script or a book. I'm trying to express myself as much as knowledge as I can without stuttering, and I don't stutter. I maybe might kind of break up a little bit, but I want to get the full spirit of myself. I want you to understand me, that I'm just an artist, okay? I see things new, naked, you know, sexual wise, and then you got, you know, the landscape, the beauty, you know, of things. But I'm not trying to mix it up like I'm just some guy who run around and chase women all day, because I don't. And I'm not gay, okay? And I don't have nothing against that, but I want you to understand that, okay? But I'm a man of honor, of course. I believe in our great Heavenly Father, our brother Jesus Christ, our Mother Mary. But it's the way that I have to change from what I was opposite to this. I believe me. Man, I'll take a 45 to your neck to the heartbeat profile, you know, but that's my inside. I know who I am, okay? I know what I can do. And I know people want to play me, try to test me and all this other stuff, but they don't realize, you know, hey, like you say, hey, the devil got a little side, it's that side for me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just being, that'd be cool. But this is what I love. I love peace. I love relaxation. I love it's kind of like a holistic lifestyle. It doesn't have to say, oh, I'm better than you, I'm greater than you. No, it's just you. Hey, you know, it's what kills what people want, this competition thing. You know, like, oh, I got the most biggest dick than you, or, oh, baby, I got the most biggest ass than you. You know, silicone shots. But anyway, to me, it's just competition. It's killing everywhere. Competition to be beautiful, competition to be sexy, competition to have the biggest motherfucking day. What's that got to do with it? I said, motherfucker, you can swing a fucking horseback to the bitch when you gonna fuck a horse. Damn. You know what I'm saying? You might be a little funny on that one. But if one want to ride that shit, I tell you. But to my perspective, is just be happy with you. And now, if you want to do something like that, that's you. Whatever builds your self-esteem, that's the main thing that I'm saying. What builds your self-esteem? You gotta find that. Find whatever builds your self-esteem, because you got it. It's something that you can do. It's something that you can say. Something that you can express. I know everybody doing certain humanity jobs. Some people, like my brother, I didn't know he going to prison. The jailhouse was talking to jailhouse guys. I didn't know that. To me, we kind of doing the same thing. But the thing is, he is doing it there. I'm doing it here. And I guess we was meant to be, but we did come from more like the really truly, I ain't say religious, but I'm just saying I believe in family. And if you believe me, most of the things I've been through, man, I'll tell you, I mean, a lot of stuff you hear, like on my CRMO sounds, it's kind of like, it's some little bits and pieces of expressions that I like to fit, kind of like you see me kind of jumping around looking crazy, or I'm trying to just, lip sync to the jams and stuff like that. I mean, I'm just trying to be energetic, interesting, but a lot of times I like the sound, I like to talk, I like that kind of atmosphere, because that's what makes me feel like me, listening to something like that. Interesting. I hope it's interesting to you, because I know you probably listen to it on your time and been just slamming them. I'm not saying on mine, but I'm just saying it's just that there's great artists out there, but it's also great people. And if we get a chance to just express that to a lot of people, we can find out. I'm trying to tell you what time is it? Damn. Wow. We gotta make this thing stretch. Now, I guess at the time I was making a map of how you feel the Holy Spirit. How can you be real? The realness, as I'm trying to think of it, which I know of it, sorry, forgive me, which I know of it, is simple. Think of the first king, God, who created this whole wide world, life, ocean, air. Most scientific people would say it's evaluation of whatever, but come on. Things were set in place. Look at us. We are living, existing people here in this one blue marble-like world with green stuff on it. Clouds all over the place. In this one vast universe. And they still trying to find life out there. It's like, if there ain't no life out there, and we the only ones on this, come to a vast galaxy, come on, man. Who do you think who we are? Why? We are the only existing people that believe in a heavenly Father, believe in a holy God, believe in somebody who has created this world, and not for that, to show more of proof that he brought his son into this world through a mother, a virgin, who have not been touched, even still is. The people say she wasn't old. She is. He didn't even have to lay nothing in. Wow. You're going to have a boy. You know what I'm saying? Bam. And there you get it. Follow the instructions. And here we go. If a man come to see you, people trying to find signs to that. Walk on walk. How do people trying to find signs? How they do that? These what's been spoken, and there's lands where you can walk on the same path, the same area, the same things of Jesus. Now I know the Quran speaks of a different kind, which is about similar to Jesus, but it comes with a different name. Now there's another one, I guess some people have found out. It's kind of like, there's another story somewhere, I forgot it. I seen it on H2 channel, but it's just that they explain a story about somebody who went through similar situations. And that to me, it's kind of amazing. But this is why I study. Because I want not to say, I need to know there's something deeper. Because this stuff is not like mythological. See, it's like the other people want to put signs and symbols. It ain't about that. It's all about open view to you. It's open. It's simple. It's just people make it complicated for themselves. I'm not really want to understand it. But I look at it like this. From the mindset, right here, you got to take control. Because this is your control box. This is your meditation box. This is your focus box. So on, so on, so on. Really got to take focus on it. Take focus. I really like to just explain and teach you, but then I'm feeling like I'm stretching my time a little bit far than what I'm trying to do right now. But what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to get the focus between the brain and the heart. Now the heart is the love, which is the Son of Christ. Okay? Why do you think the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? It's because the Father is the creator, the mindset, the controller, who does not run the world, but is the King of all kings, the God of all things that move, roam, and gave life to, for us to live, for us to even be. I mean, this thing before us evolved, but we keep it evolving. This world's gonna forever live, people. Okay, that's what it happens. It's gonna forever live. It's just that, just like dinosaurs, or just like what's been before us, before then dinosaurs, it's probably alive, died, came back. You know what I'm saying? And here we go. Probably another revolution coming around. But whatever case may be. But we gotta understand first. We can make all these changes come true. Not only to ourselves, but to everybody else around you. And have no fear to stand by somebody you don't know and give a smile. It doesn't have a fear to say hello and just have a friendly conversation. Just say hi. Now, if it gets to the point where you know it sounds like it's some bullshit, now that's where you kind of, you be real with yourself. Hey, yo, I ain't into that shit. I'm just want to say hello, how you doing, keep step. That's boom. Okay, that's it. Keep it real. But if those are being friendly, don't knock them off. Because some people might think, oh, well, he ain't so friendly, something wrong with him. It's like once, it's kind of like, I had a conversation with a couple guys out there, they talking about, why is it that women cry? Not say all, but I just want to get my respect in. And I'm just being honest in my opinion. Why do women ask, looking for a good man, I need a good man, I'm looking for a good man. But when you get one, then you think he's lying, cheating, he's doing something wrong, or well, he ain't doing much compared to badass over there. With the big Bentley, the car, and all that other shit. Let me tell you something. Materialistic shit is nothing. Okay? It ain't shit. Damn it, this whole motherfucker could go on fire. Give a fuck. Okay? This whole damn place on flames. But you know what? As long as, if I could take this and go outside and I'm alive and you see me, this was the most important. It's like being honest and real with yourself. Quit playing games with trying to follow the trend. The trend ain't following you. It's just like, I'm just saying, don't play the monkey see, monkey do game. Okay? For us, I'm Chickasaw Nation, of any nation down in Oklahoma, but I'm not registered with them yet because, it took me a long time to fall down. But anyway, but for black people, any other body of dark skin needs to understand, we need to put our minds together, come some way, which, the Latinas and the Latinos, they don't even worry about that because they got a connection anyway. It's just black people together, please. Man, let me just say this. Barack Obama is a perfect example of a black man. Okay? Michelle Obama is a perfect example of a beautiful black woman. Honorable to her man. And them girls, you know, they beautiful. That's a perfect couple of a black family. And I'm just saying, people are like, well, you gotta say that like that, we have to like that. But you know, I said, well, you know what? We ain't following the trend with the Europeans would put on us with these little weeds in our head. Or get our minds all screwed about sex. Or I'll throw you some money if you suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Or blah, 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 blah. I'm just knocking it out on you. Now, to me, monkey see, monkey do, everybody money hungry. Let me tell you something, that little money dollar that you trying to be scratching every day, I understand you got to pay bills, take care of your kids, and so on, and everybody want to be balling out. So on, just make that big dough. But let me tell you something. You is putting money into the business, but you need to kind of think about a little bit why, about how to make your money stretch. Make your money become your next investment of your other business. Because in financial standpoint, you can do more than just one thing. You can get into more than one project. You can get more than just one situation. They all do it. It's a chain link of stuff. I worked for a company that had, I thought only one product. You know, they took got about 25 of them. You know, just different names, different labels. I'm like, ain't this something? And I didn't know that. And that was something that I feel like there's a way of hustling. That's a way of, that's just where you focus on one thing and you already thought that's not it. But you never thought that the other products out there was being made by the same company. And I don't want to think about the company's name because I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, that's what I'm saying about. That's not, I didn't know. And I found out it's like, hey, you can get in more than one thing. Quit blowing your money upon these other crazy crap. Because let me tell you something. If you got money to spend, you know, you're happy you got more and whatever. I mean, go get with your toys. But yeah, remember those out there who's hungry, who wants to be in your shoes, who wants to live the way you live. But they ain't asking for much. They just asking for a home, maybe a car. You know what I'm saying? Be real with those. Come on, if they want to spend that much money on getting you money, come on, show some love back. Yeah, I mean, we can feed the hungry, but we need the house, the board. You understand? Think about it. Knowing that we can put our money together, we can help our own people get back on the street. Get back in the flow. Change the mindset. Ain't about this, forget this black and white war. It's all about if you're going to get there, you're going to make it, or you're going to use today's technology today. I'm not saying fall involved in it, I'm just saying get to learn what new business is about. Because you got a right to have a business. You got a right to create your own world. Every person in this world got a right to do anything they want to. It's just that you got to believe. We all fall, we all win, and hey, a lot of us lose, but you learn from your mistakes and you get back in, pretty much get back in the gear of understanding what you got to do. But I don't know. I just say, in the will of wisdom, is that knowing knowledge of yourself through your mind, put in true belief, add it to your heart, which is Jesus Christ, our love. What you love. What is your love? Your love does not always have to be negative. Or, you know, oh, I love sex, I love, okay. I mean, I know that it's like that around everybody's getting to the point they're getting to love sex. And I don't have nothing against it. Okay? I just that in my early years I had spent so much on that than really getting myself together. Now I'm at an age right now that I should be many years ago. But I guess in the way of God, this is the way how it is. I guess you can't pick your days or when the time you get here. I guess it's the way, as long as you still fight and believe in it, God will eventually say you will get here. You probably not win the way you want it, but the way you might be in right now, you good. So, to my point, I don't know It just really make any sense to you, or I'm just being knowledgeable? But what I'm saying is, with the mind connected with the heart, and everything is true between the mind and the heart, then your spirit will overflow. That means, with the mind and the heart being honest and true, that means look at yourself. Not saying look at yourself in the mirror about, ooh, how pretty, or I want to be highly pretty. It's just saying like this. There's something about you that you need to see you. What is your true identity? Because your spirit has a vision. And for your vision to come true, you got to see it. So spend some time at that mirror, adding the mind and the heart to see what is true about you and who you are. True who you are. From all truly detail, every bit of detail. For that will be the answer for all things that you need to look for. Or pretty much answer all your questions about life. It's you. Who is you? Because life has no answer. You got the answer. Life, we live and breathe. This thing keeps going. Why you see so many of our great loved ones way before us, they're laying in graves. They live a life, and for us, we still live on. So we could also say to ourselves and be happy with ourselves as much as we try to help others to have a life that we all can share. Bring to express to each other harmony, happiness, positive energy, and express some intelligence about something. Spread the word around. I'm glad I'm out here at a place where, yeah, there's people who will give you information what you need. No doubt, and I'm happy about that. I mean, it's great about this. But the love of our people, come on. We need to spread more love, because let me tell you something. Nobody else is going to spread more love than us. And we have no fear about it, because come on. That shit happened years ago. Nowadays, please. We got many more backups than you think so. So just relax. But through your Holy Spirit, which don't have to be, like I said, I'm not forcing God's will on you. I'm not forcing God's word on you. I probably not really expressed a lot about our Heavenly Father, maybe through all these messages, but I'm letting you know what it makes me feel to me. And for that, to you, I'm just want to take some time to try to give a natural healing of knowledge, of the mind first, because the brain does not have to be, like I said before, Albert Einstein. You don't have to know certain logics about MC squared or what makes something kind of weird, nuclear, whatever. You don't have to worry about that. It's about, sometimes we carry ourselves in different identities because we try to follow the trend, the crowd, what that person wearing, what that other person wearing. You know what I'm saying? We losing our people. We're losing our generation to monkey see, monkey do syndrome. And we need to bring it back. We need to bring our babies back. We need to get them back to a real man, real guy, dog. Listen to me, man. Be real. I mean, I don't understand. I know there's a lot of pretty ass women out there, but let me tell you something, man. There ain't nothing better than the one that catch your heart. And if you got damn good one who got that busting her ass catching your heart too, don't fuck up, bro. Cause let me tell you something. Ain't no promise at no other pussy. I'm being real with that. Okay? No promise to no pretty pussy. You can the money hungry pretty pussy if you want to, bro. But let me tell you something. It's best to get your stuff together, because ain't gonna nobody, even a man, opposite sex to the woman. Nobody gonna tell you if you got it. Because let me tell you something, man. AIDS been killing you. It's all over the world now. So let me tell you something. Jimmy, you have to jack it or you want to, but you're still, if you ain't right with yourself, you're still spreading disease, bro. The distraction is a disease, because it's distracting you from the positive ways that you can be, the positive life that you can live. So I'm just trying to be real and honest by saying, yo, ladies and gentlemen, pussy and dick ain't all that important, okay? Let me tell you. I know you got the tool, I got the tool, but I think up here, if the camera go up a little bit high, I think up here is way more important than what's going on down here, okay? Because now it's like, you need to know. Because like women now getting with these guys and, you know, they get to tell them so many things about, oh, I did this, I did that, and whatever, blah, blah, blah story. Then you turn around and y'all did so much stuff, or act murdered somebody. I ain't gonna say that, and but there was rape cases, and some murder cases. Crazy. But it's true. I mean, you watch ID, check it out all day. I mean, that's the stuff I watch. So I'm not saying that I'm crazy, but I am crazy. But it's just that, it shows me, while we live our everyday lives, this stuff is going on right now. We never know till you hit the news the next day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wanting everybody to be cool, be careful, and wise, and be wise. Just totally be wise, because be careful on the next step you make, whatever the direction that you're looking for. I'm just saying that just give us some time to yourself to build your own knowledge of who you are. Build it. I mean, you gotta have notebooks, write it down between bad and good, what you're happy with, you're sad with, or what makes you angry, what makes you happy. Certain details about your spirit that makes you somewhat, and go by the positive side. And you gotta make a commitment. Always number one to making a transition is a commitment. So you gotta stay committed, gotta stay strong, and believe me, you're not missing anything if you be on this side. You know what I'm saying? You're not missing nothing. I know sometimes y'all like, dang, I can see that on your side, but I'm like, nah, you know, honestly, you know, I'm not a sick man, but I do have some crazy ass thoughts, believe that, you know, but this is my chance to actually be open with you, to openly give you some kind of insight, what I can help you with. But wisdom is truly what we all need. This whole world needs. If we got wisdom, it be purity of peace. It will be understanding to everybody, from all religions, from different voices, from different languages. It'd be a beautiful belief, beautiful world to live in. But unfortunately, it's not that bad, but it's not getting that good either, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just want to say, God bless you all. Peace, love, and happiness to all those who are willing to fight a new challenge. Believe me, each day is a new day. Just reset. Don't look into the past, because the past ain't going to do nothing for you, but you can learn from the past, whatever your mistakes is, to make it better today, who you are, for your present day. It's nothing new. I know a lot of people say, I heard that before, but if you got to apply, you have to apply. That's why commitment is a strong, powerful way to be addicted to new change, because you got to be addicted to that new change. And once you get done addicted to that new change, and you're going to see how strong your will is against the measurements of this world. Your spirit will reign upon everybody, and they're going to look at you in a totally different way. They look at me in a totally different way. But that's okay. I'm happy being me. I am who I am. Nobody else. I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do, but I know what I will do. But a lot of times, I always do what I have to do. And it comes down to the highs or to the lows. I'm guaranteed people now. I ain't trying to rhyme this thing like I'm whatever, but I'll let you know straight up what's on my, you know, what's on the go. Pretty much, I'll let you know. But you can see around us the definitely structure for you going to churches to be blessed and you hope to find a place to be heavenly with, and to find out moms are getting shot up. Now you have one with Creflo Dollar, his church, somebody got shot over there. I mean, this world is going through chaotic changes in the mentality. And we need to stop because the demons are coming. And for those who like to listen to this, I'm cool. You know, I'm cool. But I mean, it's just that I like to express myself to a lot of everybody. And I want to give you the real true me of who I am compared to what you might see on, you know, the other parts of my show. Okay, videos or something like that. But true in my heart, I'm a good man. I'm an honest man. I'm a real man. I just got beat down too many times and smacked in the side, burnt, detonated, and get stabbed too many times in the chest. But here I am. I'm still standing. But here I am. I am Ray of and the CRMO of CRMO Arts and Entertainment. Also CRMOArts.com. So I know it's kind of difficult trying to get with this thing, but hey, I'm doing the best I can with the tongue tied with the technology that I got. And only that, I'm about to burn more into the view, but I got a little relaxed talking. But I hope maybe I clarified some things. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But I was to say thank you for being a friend and confidant, because I need to let a lot of things on my chest and off my heart. But I also want to, before you go, it's not good to cheat on people. I don't give a damn who the fuck you is. It's not good. It hurts more heart than it is to hear. So if you have a problem with somebody, please sit them down, talk it out. If it's too much of an argument, then jet off. Okay, get your spot, move on, split away. If you can't work it together, leave it alone. Just admit to each other there's nothing gonna happen. Move. That is the most decent way to handle a situation than to go out there and lay with some damn other man or some other woman because of a safe, or because that's one of shows some sexual attraction, or whatever, either way, or that's supposed to be the answer to your problems. I'm gonna leave that as my last and final message. Don't cheat, because if you ain't gonna be right, leave it alone. Okay? Because there's good people out there like me who do not deserve to get fucked over. Okay? And I'm just keeping that real to you. Well, thank you for checking out my first words of wisdom. And I know my cameraman's kind of funny, don't ever put me in focus with the head sometimes, but don't worry about it. Hey, technology is wonderful to get it. So, I like to say peace, love and happiness to you all. And next time, I might get a little bit more organized, but I enjoy this. Bye-bye. Well, thank you very much for sitting here and listening to me speak the way of the wisdom of my words to you on my very first Words of Wisdom video. Thank you very much for listening, because even though I guess it was kind of confusing, I don't think it is, but it helps me out to really be more comfortable about talking to you guys, being one with the media, and not really feel having the fear about saying what I like to say. So what's need to be said to my perspective, but you know, it just kind of need to be heard. But I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to CRMOarts.com and enjoying the first video of Words of Wisdom. I am Ray, the CRMO. So, as I always say, peace, love, and happiness.